Please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Okay, all right. HIL is the stock on our radar. Remember, the company purchased a German flooring solutions company, that's Parador, as they decided in their board meet yesterday. We have with us Mr. Dhirup Choudhary, the managing director and the CEO of the company. Hi, Mr. Choudhary. Congratulations on this acquisition, sir. If you could give us a couple of details, how will you fund this particular transaction? How much are you paying? And give us a sense of how you intend to scale up this business.
Thank you, Nigel, and thank you for bringing me on the Telecom. So the total enterprise value for this is 82.8 million euro. Total cash considerations payable is 72.3 million, out of which 53 million will go towards buying 100% shares of the company, and 19.3 million will be repayment of the shareholders' loan in this company. So Parador is a very, very well-known brand in Germany for flooring solutions, and highly complementary to the HIL current product portfolio, and provides a very good brand and strong R&D and design capability.
Choudhary, if
so
you
we
could...
are looking at...
Go ahead.
Yes, Vima.
Yeah, Mr. Choudhary, we wanted a couple of details. We have these details in your release, but how will you fund this particular transaction? You told us the contours of the deal. How do you fund it? Will you be taking some debt?
So more than 50% we are trying to get from Europe to optimize the cost of borrowing.
Okay.
And HIL has sufficient cash surplus in its balance sheet, and it's a zero debt company.
Okay.
What is
at this stage, we are looking at a debt-equity ratio in a standalone HIL not to exceed 0.5, and at a consolidated level to be around 1. This will come down as the years go forward.
What is the current cash balance in the company's books?
So since the Q1 results are not yet out, Rima, and we have not had the board meeting, this is a number I'm unable to share, but we are very good on the surplus cash.
If you could tell us the margins of the acquired company, and is this deal going to be EPS accretive for you, and if yes, how?
Yes, so Rima, I can take your second question very easily. It is, yes, EPS for HIL will improve with this acquisition. On the margins, I would request you to just wait a little bit. Once the closing happens, all the other details would be provided.
Okay, can you directionally tell us, is it higher than HIL's margins currently, or will it be margin dilutive? At least directionally, if you could give us an indication.
So the Parador is a very well-positioned company, and making very good margins in wherever they are selling.
Okay. Mr. Choudhary, we're struggling to get some details from you. But, if I could just try again. Last year, you did a top line of around 1,300 crores. That's correct? In the past year, 1,250, around 1,300 crores. If I look at this acquisition, the revenues that you're going to get from this acquired company, last year the acquired company did around 1,000 crores in Indian rupees, 1,000 crores to around 1,100 crores. So effectively, your revenues are nearly going to go up by around 90%. Via this acquisition.
That's right. It's almost going to be double.
So your revenues are going to double, and from this acquired asset, you're already doing, this company is doing around 1,100 crores. What's the trajectory? How do you see, sales improving out there? And will you be looking to sell some, some part of those sales in India as well?
Nigel, absolutely right. So the reason that we have gone for this acquisition is to enable HIL to get a global footprint, as well as to help this target, which is Parador, to come into our family and grow in the growing markets of India and Southeast Asia. At the moment, Parador utilizes about 67% of their present capacity in both the plants in Germany and in Austria. And with a very high R&D, they transform their products every 3 years by 50% to a newer product, and they are connected with very, very well-known architects and designers. And we believe that we would be able to help Parador grow substantially in markets in India and in Southeast Asia, because HIL, as you know, is very well present in India, in every quarter, in every leg of India, with 6,500 strong dealers, many of them serving us in their third generation.
So your target is to
Parador and for us.
So your target is to improve the capacity utilization of Parador from the current 67% to, and if you could give us a time horizon for that in terms of the target that you've set for this acquisition.
Rima, this would happen immediately after our takeover. We are going to expand its boundaries, the sales boundary for to come into newer markets. And I think this utilization will only grow by the day.
And when do you close out this transaction?
So we have a few regulatory approvals to be taken, our AGM approvals, as well as the cash
in this fiscal year?
2 months from now, we should be closing.
In this, okay, in 2 months from now, it will be closed. And if I got that right, you said 50% of this acquisition you'll be raising by a debt from Europe, right?
Yes, more than 50%.
So that will be around 350 crores is what you'll be looking to raise at a borrowing cost of?
Yes, so you know, the borrowing costs in Europe are quite optimized, and therefore we are looking at the best opportunity here. We're speaking to quite a few banks, and we would be closing this, with the banks in the next few days.
Okay, all right. So this business aside, Mr. Choudhary, it appears that it's a good business because you're going to be doubling your revenues. We'll have to see in terms of profitability. We don't have clarity on that. But otherwise, the erstwhile business of HIL, this year we're going to see double-digit growth. You told us that last time. You're standing by that, and margins as well will hold in that vicinity of around 8 to 10%?
Nigel, we are on a very good trajectory, yes. You will see these results once we declare the Q1 results.
Let's shift to the big CNBC TV18 exclusive. The Telecom Commission has approved the National Digital Communication Policy 2018. Earlier today, we spoke with Telecom Secretary Aruna Sundarajan on what the policy aims to achieve. Listen in to what she had to say.
We are focusing on 3 things. One, we are focusing on ensuring that the regulatory compliances for the sector are brought down so that there's ease of doing business. Second, we want to make the market fundamentally attractive to investors. We believe that despite the current stress in the sector, that is a short-lived phenomenon. We fully expect to see that with the current rounds of consolidation that are happening by the end of the year, the sector will settle down, and after that, these telcos will be able to harness the growth that lies ahead. Please don't forget that we're growing at about 800% year on year for data.
Yeah.
And in fact, just the last year, we went to the maximum mobile data consumption in the world. And the third plank of this is that, government will actively work with the, telcos, the infrastructure service providers, to ensure that a number of issues, whether it is rights of way, whether it's ensuring that sharing is allowed, opening up the sector for new services. As you know, in-flight connectivity, we've permitted internet telephony. Yesterday, we took this big step forward that cascading taxation will go for VNOs. So over the last few months, I would say, you've seen a lot of reform in this sector, and we fully intend to step up the momentum on that.
Right. Ma'am, if you look at historically investments by the telecom sector, about half of the investments which have been made so far has essentially been into spectrum investments. Is there any plan to, incentivize more investment in that particular area, maybe bring down levies, taxes, that kind of thing? Would the government be open to that in the future?
See, the policy has already signaled a very clear intent to rationalize the burden of levies on the sector. We do recognize that we need to make sure that there is enough surplus left with the telcos to reinvest in the sector. And in fact, in yesterday's Telecom Commission meeting also, everybody said that sustained growth of the sector financial health of the sector, these would be key aspects which we will keep in mind while translating the policy into specific actions.